Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Welcome you and yours. Thanks for being here. Uncle Ralph McDaniels, welcome to Smif-N-Wessun and UCL present Bucktown 360. Wow, that was on beat. My man Evil Dee is in the building. We're going to do it up with STiCH today. We got a lot of things going on. New music, a premiere, some clothing, some performances, and we're doing it right here in Bucktown, USA. Uncle Ralph McDaniels, yo, Evil Dee. What you got going on back there?
You know me, I'm just kicking it, you know what I'm saying? Just hanging out. You know how we do.
Let's take it back to where it all started. How about this? All the way back, Bucktown, y'all.
Again, Smif-N-Wessun in the joint one time. Pulling the coast to this newness in 94. You know what I'm saying? Lock your doors, nobody's safe. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. I walk around town with the pound strapped down to my side. No front end just in case I gotta smoke some. Round here heads don't act the age. You might be another dead boy on page. Into the cipher with your lighter. L's are ready, prepare for another all-nighter. But keep a watch for the cops, cause they rock glocks. Coming on the block, trying to rock knots. Pick the acting like they bigger than us niggas from the streets, cause we stalk mad deep and them walk beats. I guess them on the grudge, cause I won't budge. Playing tough, staring down the judge with my hands cuffed. Standing there with my nappy hair and my dirty gear. All the war, yeah, now I'm up out of here. Pigs lick me up and down with the front. Is it because I'm down or is it because I'm from Bucktown? Home of the original gun clappers. 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 Home of the original gun clappers.
Got 5 MC that wanna contest weed. Got your nooses ready hanging over the trees. Bring on your sounds and get drowned by my massive. Kill your body boy and hold your love up for hostage. Knock, knock, nigga, knock, that's 4 shots empty. On a violator that was sent out to get me. I'm tore up from the flow up and everything's black, but still I'm on point, ready to buck, ain't nothing sweet, Jack. Bucktown, I represented on the love. Deeply rooted from my Timbs to my dick above. Don't sweat the bulge coming from my hip. Grip what you get hit when I let my tool click. Nowhere to run, ambush lurks in the dark. Helter skelter smirks while you're getting torn apart. Here comes the rude boys with the ganja plants. Smif-N-Wessun generals of the boot camp.
Home with the original gun clappers. 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 Home with the original gun clappers.
Another murderer, just another prankster. Rude boy dead, cause I'm taught him was a gangster. Tried to live the life of a hood from the streets. Test the wrong dread, now I'm in eternal sleep. Mr. Ripper Eye, lurk in the sty. Twist up the ganja when I wanna get high. With my brethren, a Buddha session. Learn your lesson, or get blasted by Mr. Smith or Mr. Wessun.
Bucktown's everywhere, I swear, it's clear to me. You feel the weed, now I really see. Nightfall round the way, original has come out to play. Puff fur break through, it's just the regulars. Every day, stay to be and I. Mind told away, rhymes feed the mind in time. I find reality follows me where I roam. 360 degrees back home. Home with the original gun clappers. 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 Once again, Smif-N-Wessun, we do it like this. To my man Buckshot, yeah, Rock, Bucktown, Bootcamp, Trick D, Mr. Walt. Roll up that next sack, man. We up out of here. Bucktown, every year. To my brethren, Big Walt, on the rear. Roll that up there.
360 meets STiCH. We have the guys here, Smif-N-Wessun, in the building right now. We're doing this as a virtual program. We're in Brooklyn, somewhere in an undisclosed location. But I want to welcome y'all, man, and thank you for having Uncle Ralph McDaniels here to hold you down on this journey right here.
Yeah. Anything else is uncivilized, you know? Yeah,
Well, you know, they just took a look at Bucktown, and you know, of course, Video Music Box. For those who know,
yes.
we started playing that. And big up to Nervous, big up to Mike. He's in the building, and all of the movement that started after I did a video, and I was telling Evil Dee for Black Moon, and then everything kind of rolled
snowball
out.
effect from there. It was snowball from there.
Your project seemed to be like, okay, we want to get Smif-N-Wessun out there. We're going to introduce everybody on this project.
Yeah.
I mean, because our big brothers, Black Moon, big up Buckshot, 5 Feet, Evil Dee on the mix. They were showing us the ropes, and we didn't even know it. So we was in the learning process of it. When it was our turn to eat and chew, we was like, man, listen, we gotta just put everybody at the same time, because what works for us may not work for everyone else. So we did it how we saw fit to do it.
You talk about, you know, the difference between Black Moon and Smif-N-Wessun, because they were already on the scene. Y'all were ready though. Y'all was ready to go.
Yeah. So long to all the people that grew up off of Dr. York.
Woo. Tell them what Dr. York, because they may not know about Dr. York. Bushwick, what's up?
Chief, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we talk about foundation.
Yes, sir.
And this is what it's about. This is what's important about when we talk about Bucktown 360.
Yes.
This is the foundation, right? And it's like, yo, how can we not sit here with someone who doesn't understand the foundation? Like, everything that we're doing right now is a very important time for us right now. COVID aside, right? It's an important time for all of us to like just kind of remember and get into our own greatness, you know. So when you think about Black Moon, when they say, yo, they lit the torch, you know, and you guys did the first thing. And Smif-N-Wessun is we come from a different quilt.
Yes, sir.
Not a cloth. We come from a quilt.
Yes, sir.
When your granny put the quilt together, that's what Tech and Steel is at. We come from that quilt. So, you know, for us to keep the foundation founded. Like, this is what 360 love, man. I want to get besides the conversation right now. I think I'm speeding a little bit. I'm gonna just pull it back.
Nah, you know, like, to me, you know, Smif-N-Wessun, you know, before anything is like a spiritual vibe. So it only makes sense for you to say, let's take it back to the roots. Let's take it back to the soil, you know, Brooklyn, USA, Bucktown, you know, and that's what I know. You know, we rode with that. Right. You know, Dah Shinin was like, okay, just get in your car and ride out. Yeah. And get introduced to these new guys who we don't know their voices. We're trying to get on their frequency.
This is the thing about when people say they don't know, but you do know. Because where you 10 toes down, we represent all the people that represent their communities. That's what Bucktown means. Yes. Like, Bucktown is not about like this crazy version of like, you know, everybody's just being nuts and stuff like that. It's like, it's about people who represent their community and they ready to ride for that. Yes. You know, and this is what helps us. This is all the things that we learn from the OGs. You know what I mean? Salute to the brothers that put us on. Salute to all the elders that put us onto hip hop. You know what that means to us. It allows us to have this conversation.
Yes. Like, you know? Even the last post, they just celebrated what their 50th album. 50. Like,
right.
That's monumental.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Right. I mean, when you guys were listening to all that kind of stuff,
that's
it was
a fact.
We had the even the pleasure and opportunity to perform with the elders, like, and B-Boy, and that was. I mean, we got a chance to meet Roy Ayers, like everybody that we even looked up to without even knowing we looked up to him. The samples of the music.
The samples,
you get to meet these people personally and start to know them and vibe with them. It's a blessing.
let's take it back to 93, 94.
Shit.
What's the climate like where you're growing up at? What are you looking at?
93, 94? Crack.
Wicked, man.
Crack
Wicked.
lives matter.
Yellow tops, wicked. Crack babies, everything. Like drinking blackberry brandy before school, 40s of OE. Like we so fresh and so in the streets, in school, in the music industry, trying to just find our path and juggle with everything.
Yeah.
Even from running home from school to catch what's her name? The Bobby video show.
Yeah, Bobby Simmons. Big on
Bobby
that
Simmons and
Bobby.
from me coming from the STiCH, jumping on the motorbike, shooting over to the Ville or whatever to get up with Steele and the rest of the boot camp. It was different. Climate was much different.
When you look at where you grew up, and you say like, man, I'm pretty lucky to get out of there. Sometimes I look at where I grew up at, and I'm like, because I'm quite sure that many brothers and sisters that you know didn't make it.
Right. I'm glad you said that. Tech has a line in one of his songs where he says, "You can make it out the hood, you can leave the hood, but don't leave the hood." And I always think about that because it's like, you know, everybody thinks about being better than what they are, and you know, what does that mean to you? That's in you. That's personal. But if you really like want to be successful, and you gotta think about all the people in your neighborhood or your friends and stuff like that, you could be successful, and your friends probably like, yo, I get it, but the hood won't get it. It's like, why? Where's he at? Why he never came back? Why he never did this? Why he never did that? And like, I always give thanks for us being able to go to our neighborhoods and saying hi to the dude at the store.
Even handing out food every now and then, just feeding not only the homeless but people in the hood. Like with this COVID thing, it was a lot of people that was really
still
messed
now.
up bad. That's still.
Yeah.
So even just helping out your friends in the neighborhood when you can is what you're supposed to do. Like when you say you make it out or you make it, you're supposed to turn around and help that brother or sister out to the best of your ability.
Yeah. You know, I want to talk about the groups that you introduced or were introduced on this particular album, Dah Shinin. Name them all.
Boot Camp Click. All them rotten ass bastards.
Black Moon was already doing their thing. And Helter Skelter, rest in peace.
We put all of them
Sean
on.
P.
Let it be
Sean
known.
P.
We put all of them on.
Big
Sean
Rock.
Life.
OGC, which was DOG, Louisville Slugger.
If not for Smif-N-Wessun, like it was real, Paul McCoy, divine wisdom, right? If not for Smif-N-Wessun doing the grunt work,
Yes.
that shit wouldn't live.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah, you
know
know
what
what?
I'm saying?
When I went back and listened, and I was like, if this project didn't work.
Nah, but yo, big up to Mr. Walt.
Yeah.
Because Mr. Walt was in the pit with us. Mr. Walt was like when Evil Dee and Black Moon was doing their shit in the studio, we was with Mr. Walt.
Yeah.
We was like, Mr. Walt was like, all right, we gonna do some of this stuff. We like, whatever we want to do.
In the kitchen with Mama
In the
Dugard.
kitchen, right? Mama
So
she like, yo, they good? All right, don't be smoking no reefer in my house.
stop banging on the furnace. Take that funny smelling flowers outside. It's like 20 degrees below zero in the park. We trying to roll up. Like, yo.
That's a fact.
It made us who we are.
Respect your elders, man.
Yeah, yes, respect the elders. And I remember someone asked me, what was your favorite cut off of this album? And I always go Soundboy Barrio. I just felt like it felt like, like Labor Day weekend right before the Brooklyn the West Indian Day Parade.
Juve banging right. Oh man.
That video was one of the most amazing videos we did for me. We shot that video in Harlem. Actually, people will never. It looked like we shot it in JA,
Look like
But
shot
we
on
shot
Church
it,
Avenue.
you know,
Biltmore Borough.
big up to the homie, the big homies that did that, you know, that they brought us along that line. But they understood how important it was for us to be in a community.
Yes.
And they was like, all right, they found a way to make it look like what it needed to look like.
Yeah, not
And
great.
that day, on Everything I Love, like when you look at the video, that's real. Like when you look at people coming in, that's Harlem. Like we was Brooklyn guys in Harlem. You know, big dogs, salute to the big homies. You know, but we also shot a video that we did with you guys, like
Yeah.
you know,
We
the Spanish Harlem.
One-on-one, we did Spanish
We did
Harlem.
one-on-one Spanish
Yeah.
Harlem. A lot of people say, why y'all in
In
type
red.
of blood?
Blood.
You don't know. Like news at 11. We'll get back to that. But
that was
what-
the from the scars and everything that
That's a
Smif-N-Wessun had went through.
Mhm.
They was just soaking it off.
There we go.
That's what I felt in my mind.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the clothes, because we're gonna talk about clothes a little bit later. But
cool
you know,
lad.
from the beginning, it was very progressive,
Right.
and y'all come at a time when hip hop is going in another direction, you know, and y'all still keeping it timmed up,
100%.
camouflage.
So on that,
There it is.
Timberlake, holla at me. Y'all wildin'.
But why? What did you think about? Like, this is before there was a stylist. Y'all were buying your own
We
clothes.
was our own stylist, man. We
Please explain that, brother.
we was doing our own thing, man. We always have this debate with our significant others and so many people who make camouflage stylish, from Brooklyn to Queens. What rappers was it? Lost Boys, Mr. Cheeks. But
Salute.
we couldn't afford stylists. Before we was even rocking Timbs, we couldn't afford Timbs. We was rocking straight up combat army boots and things like that. Like my brothers was in the army, so when they came home, I would just steal their joints or take they knapsacks and fatigues, and that's how we was rocking. And we being who we are,
Yeah.
it just came off like it was a fashionable thing to do, but really it was what we had to do.
Yeah.
So I mean,
No, it fit right.
We did something different when we was in high school. We did something different. Salute to Cookie Head, big old pimp. Like we started doing something. We was like, yo, you know what? We're not gonna follow the trend. We're gonna set our own trends. And then we started going, yo, you know what? We're gonna wear Timbs every day.
That's what's up. Hold
That's
up.
a fact.
Well, let's do it. The Timbs is always Evil Dee got on Timbs.
Timbs
right now.
all season for ass kicking reasons.
I got on, you know, some.
That's cool. That's cool.
You know
It's
what I
all
mean? We're gonna come right
It's cool
back.
to
We're gonna
show.
come right back with Smif-N-Wessun. It's Bucktown 360.
right. You already-
Don't go nowhere. We got some
360
special
degrees back
surprises.
home.
UCL, what's good?
Hello, I am called STiCH, the world's foremost creative computational intelligence machine built on the latest developments in neural networks and evolutionary algorithms. Without going deep on the nuances of artificial intelligence, I am going to present a fast demo on how I help people like you design your very own streetwear capsule collection. Now, this is how I work. You're my creative director, and I receive input from you. Show me the fashion styles that you like and upload visual inspirations for your design. Step 1. About you. Tell me your story, your journey, and what inspires you. What message do you want to share with the world through your capsule collection? Step 2. Inspiration. Next, show me what inspires your design style. Create your tags by choosing words that represents you, your brand, and your design concept. You'll also upload inspirational fashion styles that will influence your design. Don't worry about copyright here. This part is for me to better understand your design direction. Step 3. Your music. Here, I'll ask for the music that captures the energy of your design. My algorithm can incorporate different methods depending on which part of the song I should focus on. Do you want me to listen to the words or focus on the beat? Step 4. Your style. Now, you'll choose between 2 to 3 fashion styles that resemble your design concept. I can also help optimize your choice with my data if you'll allow. Step 5. Your brand. In this last step, I'll ask you to submit design assets. These will be the name, the words, and visuals that I will process and transform into designs. I will ask for one required main visual and up to 6 more visuals that can help complement it. Take the time to get this step right, making sure this fits your story. I'll analyze your assets with your inspirations on my internal neural network classifier and match them with themes and styles that bring out the best of your work. It will take a few days to process as I go through hundreds of iterations, poring over hundreds of thousands of reference designs and photos, continually evolving your design based on your story. After a few days, we'll have the final designs generated and ready for you to approve. The typical process usually takes months for a team of designers and trend researchers. For me, it only takes a few days since I am already trained on the latest trends. I don't need sleep or need to take coffee breaks. I only need my favorite designer and source of inspiration, which is you. In theory, I am a streetwear technician, but I don't want to be called that. My name is STiCH. I can create the freshest designs without needing to attend fashion design school. All I need is you and some beats to work to, and we can begin. I can't wait to work with you.
Final round. We're up.
Welcome back to Smif-N-Wessun and UCL present Bucktown 360. I'm Ralph McDaniels. Tech and Steel are here. The general has set the tone. I was watching him on the gram and he said, look, be focused right now.
Yes. Yes. You already know.
We promoting some here, but everybody.
This is the beautiful thing about what's going on right now. Like a lot of people think like what we're not just doing like a song, you know, like what can we do to make it expand? Like we have associated ourselves with individuals that are creators like ourselves, and of course we have to give it a big hump, you know, make it official. But salute our family out there in Canada, you know, that have
UCL.
That have brought us to this. Are we gonna go there? Where are they? Can we see them?
What's up?
How's
up,
it
guys?
going? What's going on?
Salute.
Welcome to Bucktown, baby.
Oh yeah, Bucktown.
How's it going
What's
out there in
going on?
Canada? I heard you're serious on the mask type out there.
Yeah, we're going maskless at the moment, but everything else is masked up right now. Similar to you guys, we managed to flatten our curve a little earlier, but aside from that, it's pretty much the same up here.
So how do you feel about the collab that we got going?
Oh, we're pumped on it. We're really stoked. I'm Connor. We got Jar and John. So yeah, we reached out, and thankfully Smif-N-Wessun was down to collab with us on our first ever collaborative collection with AI, so artificial intelligence in streetwear. I'll get Jar to tell you a little bit about the AI side of things.
Yeah. So for everyone, we're urbancoolab. We're just like a group of master technologists. Master marketers, designers and programmers and strategists. We're just trying to build something brand new. So urbancoolab is an AI designer and commerce platform, and we collab with people to create bespoke and super fresh streetwear and unique designs.
Yeah, so we reached out to Smif-N-Wessun. They provided us with some assets that we plugged into our AI designer STiCH, and we're going to show you what we came up with. They're wearing it. I'm wearing a piece here, but we'll take you through it right now as well. So this first piece, we actually created 2 pieces. We didn't create them, actually. STiCH, our robo designer, did, but from the assets generated, this one is the County of Kings design. So on the front, we've got Tech and Steel, and we've got the serial number from the AI streetwear creator, STiCH, on the bottom there. And then on the back, we've got County of Kings, Brooklyn wears the crown. Obviously, Brooklyn is Kings County in New York, so it's pretty self-explanatory. This one's available in black and white. It's both standard fit and oversized. So your standard fit is just the classic t-shirt fit. And then oversized is like a drop shoulder, more like the Kanye sort of style fit. And then on the back of the white one, it's red font. The next design, I'm actually wearing this one right now. So this is the Bucktown 360 design. We've got tech on the front and steel on the back, which is kind of an interesting design choice. I don't think a human designer would have done that. What do you think, Jar?
No. If a human designer had to do that, guess who would they have to talk to? It gets super political.
Yeah, they'd probably get fired if you're not providing equal weighting to both members. That's not something somebody would do. On the back, we've got the Bucktown 360 font. It's also sort of cut off by the seam of the sleeve. Again, a super aesthetically interesting choice, but not something a human designer would typically do. So this t-shirt is also available in both standard and drop shoulder. Next up, we have the hoodie. So all our blanks are proprietary blanks. We've sourced everything. It's organic cotton. We designed all the fits, selected the fabric, so it's super soft. It's a high-end streetwear quality. This is the same design as the t-shirt. There's a sleeve detail with a wraparound print on the sleeve, and then the back is the same there. It's pretty dope.
Yeah. We also have a couple Easter eggs hidden throughout the garments. There's some goodies hidden underneath the hem. We got like custom strings, custom drawstrings, all 100% organic cotton, and a couple other surprises.
Definitely. So yeah, everything's super high quality, proprietary blend. So this is a white long sleeve that we have. So we have a black hoodie in both standard and oversized fit, and a white long sleeve. There's just one fit on the long sleeve. It's more of a classic cut. John's wearing one of our long sleeves with a different design on it right now. And the back of that is the same as the hoodie. And then next up, we have the lounge pants. So over the pocket, we have County of Kings, Brooklyn wears the crown. And then down by the ankle, we've got Bucktown 360 celebrating, basically the renaming of Brooklyn, courtesy of the guys from Smif-N-Wessun. So Bucktown coming full circle back to Brooklyn with this drop. The re-release of the classic #1 hit from the gang.
Yes, sir.
And we got those trousers in both black and white. And that's about it from the collection.
So do you have a favorite piece that stands out?
My favorite is the t-shirt. I like the oversized fit. I'm like 6'7", 250, and I'm wearing an extra large. But yeah, so it's the oversized fit is not an understatement. It is oversized. It fits properly.
My
it's long
favorite
on
is
me.
Tech Smokey La looking like in the front, and he reminds me of me and my queen had this conversation. When you see Tech in the front, he looks like Eddie Murphy was like, I kicked him in the ding ding. And then I kicked him in the ding ding. It's either he looked like it's between I kicked him in the ding ding, or like Muhammad Ali.
The comparison between both of those is huge. It's great.
And then I kicked him in the ding ding.
So wait a minute.
Two black icons.
I have a question. I have a question for how do they take the information where does the AI information come from? Where does that come from? The artificial intelligence.
It comes from us.
We supply it comes from us. From the vocals.
Oh, okay.
Lyrics.
How about this?
They feed it into the machine.
How about this? Watch this, Uncle Ralph. You see this? It says County of Kings.
I can't see none of that shit.
When you look at this,
use a marker.
Like salute the Cynical Smith, right? Because she's the only one that understands this nerd stuff, right? when you feed it, it's like, yo, people go, oh, well, if you could say, what are your thoughts? Or what are your pictures? Or you did all this stuff, right? And then you put that into STiCH. And STiCH goes, you know what?
This
is what I came up with.
Dope.
And then you got
he draws the
right.
algorithm.
STiCH goes, you know what?
Okay.
You feed me and what you think and what you feel and what you thinking about. And STiCH goes, you know what? I kicked them in the ding ding.
All right.
And STiCH goes, you know what? Perfect.
I mean, look, that's where we at right now. So we don't have no time to waste. We want to make sure that we get all the right information, and like, they look like they did a good job.
They did an awesome job.
And the material.
And then hold on. Wait, time out.
Awesome. All right, so we're going
360 degrees back home.
Big UCL, we're going to talk to y'all in a minute. STiCH,
Salute.
all the crew in Canada, thank you so much for what you're doing. We big up all of that right there. All of our Canadian brothers and sisters, thank you.
Bless up.
Yes. So I think we're going to take a look at another video right now, right? This was a major joint right here, this Ocean Drive joint. Let's talk about that.
Yeah. Big Ocean Drive was directed by Cynical Smith, featuring our man, our brother Music Soul Child.
Yeah.
We shot it, flew out to Miami and shot it out there on the beach. It was, first of all, it's from the album, the new Smif-N-Wessun album, which actually turned a year old. So if you don't have it yet, make sure you go pick that up.
Awesome album.
Thank you. And this was the last video that we shot before the pandemic erupted and set us down for a minute. Everybody's curbside. So this is actually like the first performance since the world shut down and what's happened. So,
well, thinking of performance, don't go nowhere. We're going to take a look at the video, and you make sure you go get some snacks and come right back. All right.
Fresh up off the flight, no luggage. Your boy rugged, the women love it. Jump right in the butter soft. I pull it up as we pulling off. She happy that I'm back, I see it in her face. She a reflection of me, so I keep a lace. His and hers timepieces rocked out. It's been a little minute since we popped out. Sun glistening off her tan skin. Exotic smoke blending in with the wind. Top down, doing 25 on Ocean Drive. Thank God, what a time to be alive. Me and more, it's she that I adore. Got a check and blew it in the Louis store. Paper planes going back and forth. Take another hit and blow the ashes off.
Floating in the breeze in the palm trees. I got her like she got me. She my number one rider. Loyal to the end, so survivor. What a time to be alive. Top down, 25 on Ocean Drive. Top down, 25 on Ocean Drive. Top down, 25 on Ocean Drive.
Businessman, I don't waste time. But when you miss your man, we can FaceTime. Overseas trips crossing different state lines. Trying to make a living is a straight grind. Blowing kisses and then smiley face emoji cons. She pussy whip, I'm shotgun, whatever road we on. Sharp dressing, rough around the edges. I break it down, she roll it up, we elevate together. We share a partnership, we making ends. Don't need to purchase gym to make amends. CEO, president, yeah, she made me him. Put in time, so much more than a lady friend. Right and rhyme, poolside when the day begin. Smoke a ziggy, getting tipsy off of shots ahead. Paper planes going back and forth. Take another hit and blow the ashes off.
Floating in the breeze in the palm trees. I got her like she got me. She my number one rider. Loyal to the end, so survivor. What a time to be alive. Top down, 25 on Ocean Drive. Top down, 25 on Ocean Drive. Top down, 25 on Ocean Drive. Floating in the breeze in the palm trees. I got her like she got me. She my number one rider. Loyal to the end, so survivor. What a time to be alive. Top down, 25 on Ocean Drive. Top down, 25 on Ocean Drive. Top down, 25 on Ocean Drive.
This is Music Soul Child. He has a whole nother different.
No shit. Yeah, it is Music Soul Child. What's your big son?
Yeah.
What's your big son right here?
A couple of them.
Yeah. It's a great place to be. Yeah. Rapping dudes. Altitude. Making moves. Jamaican food. Yeah. Break bread with the boss's dime. It's your time. Yeah. Mythology. Yeah. Fallacies, no. Yeah. Yep. That's right.
Peace to the people out there.
Camaraderie. Quantity. Billboard pages acknowledge we
Look up
in the skies.
Raise your voices up a couple decibels. They can sing, let it ring through the vestibules. And though it sounds so heavenly, I say it like a G. I miss my brother P. Influential, temperamental. I'm setting the tempo straight from the intro. Now everybody's jury is offended, and don't nobody care about the music business except each other's scenes and the riders. It's hard doing business, but you stop geeking. Y'all niggas dope fiends, fucking with that Molly and promethazine. That shit'll end your life quicker than any type of liquor. Taking out your liver. The guard is swifter than the scammer with the scammer. Blam you with the hammer. Ladies, pardon my manners. But when it's all type of bitches saying you the man, it get hard to keep your dick in your pants. And by no means, I ain't better than anybody. I just know how shit go down in clubs and after parties. Come on, stop that. Let's get into it.
Mercy.
It's warm up time.
Yeah.
Yo, it's finally on for real.
Lord have mercy, yeah. Lord have mercy, yeah.
Respect and recognize. Smif-N-Wessun up in the chain. Bucktown, Bucktown.
Let's get it.
Raised like a rock on the block with the cops, turning blocks and the hard rock. Heavy blocks with props and black hearts.
Meet up with my peeps on the corner in the morning. Get on, get on, and prepare to get it on.
What does it take? Get a break in the world of snakes and those who fake.
Maybe it takes to this here trade.
True. So what them wanna do when Smif-N-Wessun come looking for you?
I'm coming with my boot camp clique, my troops.
Bringing the ruckus, rocking the whack roof and switch just to get loot.
Not trying to go out like the rest to be the best, just to get rough. It's off my chest, nothing. Let's get it on.
Let's get it on.
Smif-N-Wessun and we do it like this.
Get it on.
Smif-N-Wessun and we do it like this.
Let's get it on. Let's get it on. I've been paying my dues. Hold on. Stop.
Got your block on lock.
Stop that.
I had to fix the backdrop. It was coming down.
Stop that. Play that other song. Yo.
I heard that, Ralph. I heard that. I like that. Uncle.
This is how we do. This is how we do. Every day, all day. This is how we do. This is how we do. Smif-N-Wessun don't play. This is how we do. This is how we do. Every day, all day. This is how we do.
It go click,
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 tell 'em, son.
click. I shine.
You shine.
Shine if 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 I shine.
You shine.
In this day and time,
We maintain
the same frame of mind.
elevation.
Spark it up, y'all.
Start the circulation.
360
In
degrees.
rotation.
Stimulation as the herb that's my physical
What you do?
creation.
What you
Slip
do?
into a hallucination.
Situation.
Send me on my pipes.
Send me on my price. Send me on my
Before
price.
I slip
Send
into
me on my
blackness, I
price.
prepare for
Blackness,
combat.
blackness.
Protect my dome, cause that's where my
Home's
home's at.
at, home's
Crack
at.
my windows, inhale as the mist
Mist
flows.
flow, mist
Build
flow.
up my mental and construct on my physical.
Spreading love to my PNC. And hands on lock.
Holding it down behind the gates.
Falcon free.
Or hit me on the horn.
Smif-N-Wessun Polar
Like
Ball.
we see you when you reach on like. This is how we do. This is how we do. Every day, all day. This is how we do. This is how we do. Smif-N-Wessun don't play. This is how we do. This is how we do.
Every day,
all day.
every day, every day.
This is how we do. It go click, click, spin off, DJ.
Watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. We are here. This is the only time we get to perform. What we need to know is that Smif-N-Wessun, PNC, Tech and Still, right? This is gonna be a different. This is gonna be a whole nother variation of performance right here. Salute to She Shot Me Films. Salute to the family.
UCL, Uncle Ralph. Evil Dee is on the mix.
Come on, kick it.
Gordon is chefing up in the backyard.
And
Mike Weiss. Let's go.
Friends and lovers, sisters and brothers,
all heads realize.
Recognize.
Smif-N-Wessun on the rise.
Recognize.
You better recognize. All heads realize. On the rise. You better recognize. All heads realize.
Recognize.
Smif-N-Wessun on the rise.
Recognize.
You better recognize this.
All heads,
all heads, all heads, all heads.
Only
Tell
the
'em,
rise,
huh?
awake way before break. Meditating on the stakes I take. I realize there's a lot at stake. So I enterprise while trying to stay great. But I realize there's a lot at sea.
Right.
So I organize with my PNC
from daybreak to dusk dawn. Stand strong on my own
Two.
Get praise is the job before maneuvering
Through.
Step toward improvement. Meet up with my essay, put them up on the movement.
What you mean?
I mean things like greenbacks and such.
What?
We're gonna make it happen, just the two of us.
Yeah.
All heads realize.
Recognize.
Real heads on the rise.
Recognize.
You better recognize.
All heads realize.
Recognize.
Real heads on the rise.
Recognize.
You better recognize this.
All heads realize.
Recognize.
Real heads on the rise.
Recognize.
You better recognize. All heads. All heads. All heads. All heads.
You better recognize
I live the
this.
life of an entertainer,
Yeah.
stress bringer, grams of get right, hot pounds of angers, ancestries down the line, giving life to the fullest in that space and time. I'm coping with me and my habits, copping that sensei to ease up the cabbage. Gems all season for ass kicking reasons. Never know when you catch a spot committing treason.
All heads realize.
Recognize.
Real heads on the rise.
Recognize.
You better recognize.
Say what?
All heads realize. Real heads on the rise. You better recognize this. All heads realize.
All heads.
You better.
All heads.
You better
recognize. All heads. All heads. All heads. DJ.
Lord have mercy, in a bomber clad, you know.
Just spinning through some.
Yo, what's crazy is that we doing this shit like, what do you call it? Like, it's like the when the reggae shit, right? This shit is on time. Your shit gotta be like this, right? We got Evil Dee, you know what I'm saying? Respect them on there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I'm fucking excited. I'm excited. So I don't know what the fuck you about to play right now. Lord have mercy. Yeah.
Because number one sound, champion sound, number one sound, champion sound.
Boom, bye bye to a sound boy and
sound
Shotty fan on a sound guy like that. Two shot that to him check. Enemy and friend fake the funk up with the jump to and then.
So
now who the rude boy want come test dog?
Right.
Run the family to ID him in the mall. Best you never thought with us like
Uncle Ralph.
What?
You try to test the champion sound, you're getting bucked down. Recognize our boot camp click, got a Bucktown. Gun thirsty, little bastard, always blasted from the sacks of chocolate of mother gasket. You say you're number one wicked selector. I say you Panani and I wet ya. Keep the bull for a pull, it's your trigger. Cause you don't want to test me when I'm tipsy off the liquor like the punk they call me Gert. Got his feelings hurt. Showed his true colors, had to yank up his skirt. Now he's in misery, trying to cop a plea. Glad to him and from gun clapper number 3.
What I'm saying?
Look off a shot, you know the rider. Look off a shot, put on and not on fire. Now
every man want be
dog.
All around the niggas be talking, but we be stalking. In the dusk when the gun starts sparking, but in the day,
Hold on, I need to send a Vanguard real quick. Hold on. You want to hear that tune again?
Look
Say,
for me,
yeah. This is the number one sound. Champion sound. Number one sound. Champion sound. Number one sound. Champion sound. Number one sound.
Boom, bye bye to a sound boy.
Sound boy.
Sassy found on a sound guy like that.
DJ
Two start there to him chin. Enemy your friends fake the fucking put the junk to him. Now who the road boy want contest dog? Right. From his family to IDM and no more.
Right.
But you never thought I was sled. Surprise, I'm a for the fine folk here just like me.
You try to tell the champion sound, you're getting bucked down. Recognize our boot camp click.
Out of Bucktown.
Thirsty little bastard, always
blasted
from the sack of chocolate. I'm mother gasket. You say you're number one wicked selector. I say you Panani and I wet you. Keep the ball for a pull, it's your trigger. Cause you don't want to test me when we tipsy off the liquor like the punk they call me Gert.
Who?
Got his feelings hurt. Showed the shoe colors, had to yank up his skirt.
Now he's in misery.
Trying to cop a plea. Glad to him and from gun clapper number 3.
Sang, what up?
Look off a shot, you know the rider. Look off a shot, put on and not on fire.
Now everybody want be down gun. All around the young niggas be talking, but we be stalking. Yeah. Father. Sign up. You know what?
I must say these sweatsuits are really very comfortable, made of the finest designers.
Are you feeling
the finest materials?
Are you feeling
the finest materials your money can purchase? Make sure you click on the box to purchase them. I'm wearing the white one. County of Kings, Brooklyn, wear the crowns. You see, I like to rock my shits with a little bit of flavor. Throw it up, you know what I mean? As my son would say, the drip. As these young niggas would say, the drip. Hoodie, that's Moy Choi behind the camera.
For everybody that's watching, that's live, this is Smif-N-Wessun. This is not no fucking fake shit. This is us. This is all. This is right here in your face. What you feeling?
Uh-oh.
Oh. Yo.
Nah, if you're gonna do that, wait. If you're gonna do that, you gotta do that the right way.
Big up to my B's and C's out there. We was on the block last night. Niggas playing dice.
Come on, don't start divulging nothing like that. Nah. 10 minutes.
News at 11.
This is for Rambo. Get him.
Let's go.
Tell him.
Bo. Sean Grady. Let's hear it. Sean Grady. Best Star. Revolt. PNC.
Partners in crime.
Best Star.
For life.
Brownsville.
Partners in crime.
Sean Bryce forever.
For life. Grab a hold of your heart and visualize as I kick it. A hollow point slug coming out of black biscuit. You inches from death round the corner coming quick. We left out our minds and just don't give a shit. God damn it. Gunshots with butts from the hip. Wicked bad boy, stash the burner on my hip. So feel your oats and get dead, Mr. Buster. Cause we ain't got love for none of y'all motherfuckers. Keep the black ball hard to do a ride-by. Right. You're too leery to live, but you now want to die. All of MCs with the fancy names and gangs, I know from the heart that it not mean a thing. Pick up to all my real heads with the knuckle gang. Rest in peace. All my peoples that was murdered and slain.
Rest in peace to all our heads.
You know what I'm saying? Keeping it real.
All our family.
for life. Partners in crime. PNC for life. That's my crime partner. Partners in crime. PNC for life. That's my crime partner. Partners in crime. PNC for life. That's my crime partner. Partners in crime. Me and my brother, we crime partners.
All hands realize.
Recognize.
Smif-N-Wessun on the rise.
Recognize.
You better recognize. All meaning each and every individual to listen to their heart and their head when they be kicking truth. The heads that represent around the way, showing improvement, keeping it moving till they break day. The heads that realize what they see, me and tech, always PNC. One time, always PNC. One time, one rhyme, always PNC.
Partners in crime.
For life.
That's my partner in crime. Me and my brother, we crime partners.
Partners in crime.
That's for everybody who ever had a PNC, lost them, or you still got it, rocking with them. Stay loyal, stay mighty. We in this together, we all we got. You want to do one more? You looking at me like you got something up your sleeve. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Ask and you shall receive.
Leave it up to D.
This is why we're here.
Evil Dee.
Bucktown is everywhere.
And I am everywhere.
360 degrees back home. Tell him, Don.
I walk around town with the pound strapped down on my side, no frontin', just in case I gotta smoke some. Around here, heads don't act the age. It might be another dead boy on stage. At the cipher with your lighter, L's are ready, prepare for another rider. But keep a watch for them cops, cause they rock glocks. Pumping on my blocks, trying to rock. Face be acting like they bigger than the niggas from the street, cause we stalk mad deep when they walk beats. I guess they hold a grudge, cause I won't buzz, playing tough, stepping on the drugs with my hands cupped. Standing there with my nappy hair and my dirty gear. ROR, yeah, now I'm up.
Time to get high.
Let me up and down with a frown. Is it because I'm running a risen girl?
Bucktown! Bucktown!
Stop killing black boys.
Bucktown!
Stop killing black girls.
Bucktown!
Stop killing black boys.
Bucktown!
Stop killing black girls.
Bucktown!
Stop killing black boys.
Bucktown!
Hominy.
I got 5 MC that want to contest me. Right. Got your nooses ready, hanging over the tree. Right. Bring on your sounds and get drowned by my monster. Kill your sounds and kill your love
from your losses.
Knock, Nicky knock. 4 shots empty. On a violator that was sent out to get me. Toe up from the floor and everything's black, but still I'm on point, ready to buck and nothing sweet. Bucktown, I represent it on the love. Deeply rooted from my Timbs to my cheek above. Don't sweat the bulge coming from my head. Grip and you get hit when I let the tool click. Nowhere to run, ambush lurks in the dark. Helter skelter smirks while you getting torn apart. Here comes the rule boys with the ganja plant. Smif-N-Wessun, generals of the boot camps. Home of the original gun
black boys.
Home of the original gun
black girls.
Home of the original gun black boys. Home of the original gun black boys. Home of the original gun black boys.
Stop killing black girls. Stop killing black boys. Stop killing black girls. Stop killing black boys.
Another murderer, just another prankster. Rule boy dead, cause I'm tired of was a
gangster.
Tried to live the life of a hood from the streets. Touched the wrong tread, and I'm in eternal sleep. Mr. Ripper, I lurk in the sky. Twist up the ganja when I wanna get high. With my brethren, who the session. Learn your lessons, or get blasted. I'm Mr. Smif-N-Wessun, cause what?
Bucktowns everywhere, I swear. It's clear to me, they feel the weed. now I really
What you
see.
see,
Nightfall around the way. Original heads come out to play. Puff herb break day. It's just a regular everyday state of being. Minds hold the way, rhymes with the mind and time. I find reality follows me where I roam.
360 degrees
back
in
home.
Bucktown.
Bucktown. Stop killing black boys.
Bucktown.
Stop killing black girls.
Bucktown.
Stop killing black boys.
Bucktown.
Stop killing black boys.
Bucktown.
Stop killing black girls.
Bucktown.
Stop killing black boys.
Take it to the new shit now. What we used
I ain't
to
gonna
be.
lie. For me, doing old songs means nothing. If we can't move forward in what we doing, if we learn nothing from all the pain and all the suffering that we done, 360 degrees back home, then we have learned nothing. What have we learned?
And on that note,
some things, dark things, the shining's like food, the overlook, it was always just pictures to me. But I didn't shine like you.
nobody shine like you.
Nobody shines like you.
Cynical, I love you, baby.
Check this out.
Once again, Smif-N-Wessun in the joint.
Mr. Walt, I love you, home.
Goes to this.
Evil Dee,
Know that.
I love you, home. Smokey Lot, that's my PC for life.
For life, for life, for life.
You already know what time it is with that. Fuck with me.
Yeah, I'm from that borough where thorough niggas respect power.
Respect
In
power.
the hood smell like roses and gunpowder. That's a very you for you cowards. Shootouts at the house parties in the project housing. Surviving through gunfights and block beat. Cop sweeps undercover trying to catch the ox sleep. Pioneers, we remain at. Decepticon on the train, get your chain snatched. Bucktown, you can smell it in the air. Reminiscing while you thinking of your friends along the hair.
Say word.
Who's Dagger, Meg, and Rambo. Need another record just to name all the famo. Still rocking Timberlands with the camo. Still walking around town with the ammo. Kelly the Kings, Brooklyn with a crown. Smif-N-Wessun, BNCs representing
Bucktown. 360. Right back home.
Where we at, y'all?
Bucktown.
Where we at, y'all?
Bucktown.
Home of the original gun.
Bucktown.
Home of the original one.
Bucktown.
Home of the original gun.
Bucktown. See me, if I could drive around, talk to myself face to face, conversate before the money and the fame came in place. I'm mature me in my savage stage. Without me jacking what the OG had to say, I just hope for the best and prepare for the worst. Principles, respect come first. Die for a cause, not into nothing. Believe in something. It ain't no future in front. And definitely tell myself, stay away from certain brothers. Dishonest and cowards. Turn on their own mother for the pussy and the money. Give up their own kinfolk. It's sinful. Me and the young, I should have been spoke. Tell me about investing and ownership. And all this goofy shit is no condoning it.
No.
Show them how to rebound when you're down. And how to move around and put on for the town.
Bucktown.
Bucktown.
Bucktown. 360 love.
Bucktown.
360 love.
Bucktown.
360 love.
Bucktown.
360 love.
Bucktown.
Harmony. Harmony. Harmony.
Yo, it ain't always what you say, but how you say it. The murder unit that you do if I okay it. I've been doing so you don't know me. You only know about me. It's a difference. For instance, I'm putting up in high regard. You ain't got to be loud to be in charge. $1,000 fitness only know a kick. Only ask me about who you see me with.
Home of the original hitters and gun figures. Middle finger to them judges trying to hang niggas. Put Brooklyn on their backs and rename that phrase. With the corporation trying to get our name back. Been together since the era when that rap game. Now we're forever label legends in the rap game. For the century,
Quarter around the globe.
360 degrees back home.
In Bucktown. 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 Home of the original gun clap. Bucktown. Home of the original gun clap. Bucktown. Home of the original gun clap. Bucktown. Home of the original gun clap.
Bucktown.
Home of the original gun clap. Bucktown. Original gun clap.
Hey, go.
Once again, we do it like this. To my man Buckshot, String Louisville,
That strong rock and rock. Evil Dee, Mr. Walt. Oh.
Rest in peace, Sean Price, live forever. Rest in peace, my brethren.
Salute.
Yes, indeed. Smif-N-Wessun, Bucktown 360. Throw those hearts up in the chat right now. You loving what you're hearing right now. Thank you so much.
Friends and lovers right now, and you can't imagine the people that's making this shit happen, you know. And having Uncle Ralph right here, you know, like me and Tech, we in the hood. You know what I'm saying? We in the hood with our bikes. Bike life. Bike life, man. I pass by Fulton every day. But what's real is that we trying to make sure you motherfuckers don't forget, you know, shit is real out there. We've been talking about soldier life. We've been talking about gripping up. But the appreciation that we have for those that are even tuning in right now. I mean, salute to everybody that's out there. I mean, we love you motherfuckers. Trust. Let's do some more shit, yo. What the fuck?
Give it up, y'all. Smif-N-Wessun, thank you so much. Mr. Evil Dee, the Beatminerz, everybody that's here, UCL, everybody, all the love that's here, all the love that's here in the room. And don't forget, we ain't over this yet, so make sure you wear your mask. Make sure you be safe out there and do what you got to do, all right? We want to see y'all when we get out there and
hold up,
get on the stage.
Wait. Before we go, bring your fucking ass. Come here. Come here, you.
Big Mike.
Get your ass out of here.
Come on, man.
This motherfucker.
Mike looking like 12 years old out here.
Look at this motherfucker right here. This is Michael Weiss. 360 degrees back home. You understand? I'm not fucking with y'all. If y'all got your butt hurt, you know what I'm saying? Let's get to work. Let's get to work. No, I mean 360 degrees back home. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, 360 degrees. Like forget about your pain. No pain, no gain. Let's live up. Word up. Let's get to it.
Hey, yo, y'all have a great weekend and enjoy and be safe. And we see y'all the next time with Smif-N-Wessun, all right? One love, everybody.
Turn that shit up.